#1 choice for news.
You never knew about the stars of Moonlighting.
He did make me angry. We would have enormous fights.
Things were so horrible, and no one was speaking to anyone.
The conflicts, the chemistry, and how Cybill Shepherd's pregnancy led to battles behind the scenes.
It caused delays because I was nursing twins.
The night Cybill says she planned to have sex with Bruce Willis, and what happened when he came to her house.
We came that close to doing it, that close.
Why Bruce and Cybill clashed between takes. The truth behind the rumors she threw a chair across the set, and the fights that left the series in chaos.
We really can't wait until we can get into a fight again.
There was a point where I think Bruce and I just hated each other.
When I first found out, I was just terrified.
Ms. DePesto shares her struggle with cancer, and we deliver messages of hope from ET viewers.
I'd like to give you a hug for sharing and try to add my strength to yours.
Bruce's rise from bartender to superstar.
I just don't give a damn about being a celebrity. I just don't care about it.
Never before seen home movies from the final episode, and why the cast wanted the series to end.
It's kind of like getting out of San Quentin.
From casting secrets to the private memories of the stars, it's Moonlighting Exposed.
This is Entertainment Tonight, the most watched entertainment news program in the world.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Entertainment Tonight as we reveal the secrets behind the 80s most innovative show. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Mark Steinis. For 5 seasons, Moonlighting fans were drawn to the offbeat detective series by its imaginative storylines and the sexual chemistry between stars Bruce Willis and Cybill Shepherd.
And it all started with the search to find the perfect actor to play wisecracking private eye David Addison.
It's a really magical time, and it's a one-of-a-kind time because everything that happens is new. I gotta tell you, I love you. I mean, I have always loved you. Really, truly, nothing personal.
It's hard to imagine anyone but Bruce opposite Cybill, but he told us in 1988 that he came to the role by accident. He'd come to Hollywood for a vacation after trying out for a Madonna movie in New York.
I had just auditioned for something there, for a film called Desperately Seeking Susan that I didn't get, and I had to wait around to find out about that. My agent here said, you should go in for this Moonlighting thing, because everybody else has, and nobody got the job yet. So I went in, and now here we are 3 years later talking about it.
3,000 actors auditioned for his role on Moonlighting. Creator Glenn Gordon Caron remembers that when he saw Bruce, he knew he'd found his David.
The first time I met him, I went, wow, that's the guy. And I mean, nobody got it. And to be fair, his hair was all shaved off. He had like 6 earrings. He was wearing battle fatigues. But you immediately knew. You went, wow, this guy, not only is he right for the show, but he's probably going to be a huge movie star. But it was quite a battle to get him the part.
Caron had written the part of former model Maddie Hayes for Cybill, and she had approval on who would be her leading man.
I think I'd read with 6 different guys, and then we were sitting in a conference room. Bruce Willis walked in. I hadn't read with him yet, and I immediately thought he was very sexy and had a sort of charm. I was very turned on by him. And we talked for a while, and then he left, and I said to Glenn Caron, he's the one. And Glenn said to me, are you sure? I said, absolutely. Then we went to the network. Network said he's not leading man material.
Producer Jay Daniel recalls that he and Caron tried to sell Bruce to the network, but they weren't buying.
We took him in by himself. They didn't get it. We took him in to read with Cybill because we thought they're going to get it. They're going to see the chemistry. Still didn't get it.
ABC wanted an actor called Harley Vinton. This is his lost screen test, which can be seen on a new DVD release of the Moonlighting pilot.
Deny that the man blows bubbles with his drool.
But the producers campaigned so heavily for Bruce, ABC gave in.
Deny the man blows bubbles with his drool.
They said, all right, you can go ahead and use him in the pilot, but whatever you do, don't let them get romantically involved. Nobody'd ever believe it.
Moonlighting started as a mid-season replacement in the spring of 1985.
So, what is it you want to tell old Dave?
You're fired.
Opposite it on CBS was a movie, and on NBC another detective agency show, Remington Steele, starring a pre-Bond Pierce Brosnan. Moonlighting had a promising start and was off and running.
Leave your number and go on home.
When E.T. visited the set in 1985 for a fantasy sequence in a 1940s nightclub, Cybill was full of enthusiasm.
I enjoy the show. I think it's funny. It's irreverent and fresh. I hope it stays that way.
I don't want to have fun with you, but most of all, I don't want to talk with you.
Hey, I can take a hint.
My character was very different than Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis's character was supposed to be the jerk with the snappy lines, and I had takes. I did physical comedy, and we held stage. We were worthy opponents.
But Cybill admitted to Mark that the sexual tension between the two almost led them to consummating their passion.
We had done the pilot. We were very turned on. We were both very turned on. He came over to my house with a bottle of Gentleman Jack. I had said, well, maybe we shouldn't do this, and then after a little while, he said, well, maybe we shouldn't do this.
What's it like being so pretty?
You're changing the subject.
I am? I thought you were the subject.
We came that close to doing it, that close.
What stopped you?
The fact that we might be working together for a long time.
Really?
Yes, and I had, in my first acting experience was in the Last Picture Show, and I had an affair with Jeff Bridges at that time, and then I was bored with him, and then I had an affair with Peter Bogdanovich, the director. And I don't think I ever really messed around with co-stars that I remember since then.
Blue Moon Detective Agency.
Although the show primarily focused on Bruce and Cybill, Elise Beasley shared the screen with them from the beginning and noticed that even early on, Bruce was looking to expand his career.
I think he had so much attention and so much heat on him that, you know, his head was in another place when we started.
Curtis Armstrong was added as Detective Herbert Viola. He had been in the films Risky Business and Revenge of the Nerds and remembers his first day on the set.
Bruce said to me, he said, man, what are you doing here? You do movies. He said, if I could do movies, if I had a movie career, I'd be gone.
Bruce quickly became a huge star and won an Emmy for the 1986-87 season.
Well, this is America, isn't it? This winning is very nice, feels good.
He and Cybill locked lips when they both were honored by the Golden Globes in 1987 and spoke about how their show combined both comedy and drama and was difficult to categorize.
There really hasn't been a formula set yet for what we should or should not do on the show, so it still remains very fresh for us as actors.
As the ratings rose, stories of tension on the set started to circulate around Hollywood. Despite some of the antics, Bruce pulled on the set to blow off steam.
He mooned the cast and crew, yes, that became quite a regular thing, and I really got sick of looking at his hairy ass.
On screen, Bruce had to vie for Cybill's attention with Mark Harmon, who was added to the show as her new love interest. The cast and crew put in extremely long hours to craft the show, and it didn't take long for egos to begin clashing.
It brought out the best in us, it brought out the worst in us.
Coming up on Entertainment Tonight's Moonlighting Exposed.
Why the stars turned against each other and how their arguments tore the series apart.
It seemed to get divided into the Bruce supporters and the Cybill supporters.
Bruce Willis's practical joke.
Hold it a minute, stop the parade, hold
The day Bruce invited E.T. to the set as his gag shut down production.
Cybill's pregnancy with twins and why she says her breastfeeding caused problems behind the scenes.
They wouldn't release me when it was time to feed the twins.
That's coming up tonight, and you're watching Moonlighting Exposed.
By the third season, Moonlighting had risen to TV's top 10 and had revived Cybill Shepherd's career. But when she gave birth to twins in 1987, Cybill sparked a series of fierce arguments on the set.
It caused delays because I was nursing twins. It caused some delays.
You know, it sounds like it is the horror stories of what you sometimes hear about Hollywood. We don't care if you've got two kids that need to be fed. We've got a show that needs to go on. Was that kind of the attitude that you felt was?
It was a trust issue. For instance, if I was in the motorhome nursing the twins, I remember one particular time that they were furious because they thought I was in the motorhome or my dressing room having a massage. They couldn't believe I was actually nursing the twins.
Born October 6th, fraternal twins Ariel and Zachariah put Cybill in the role of mother to the infants, and with egos beginning to swell, suspicions arose.
The next time that I was called out to nurse the twins. They wouldn't release me when it was time to feed the twins. And so my motorhome driver took a walkie-talkie and turned it on so they could hear two, you know,
nursing
5-month-old screaming infants. You know, giving birth to twins, going back to work, whatever it was, 7 weeks later. I nursed the twins for 20 months during the filming. It was a real, I mean, I was up every, you know, my sleep was disrupted. I'm very happy I did that. I enjoyed that. It was very difficult.
Cybill had married the twins' father, Dr. Bruce Oppenheim, just 7 months prior to their birth. Executive producer at the time, Jay Daniel, had the challenge of shooting Cybill while she was pregnant.
She tired easily, and it did get, in all seriousness, difficult to hide because it was twins, and she got very big very fast.
Daniel decided to make Shepard's character pregnant, later suffering a miscarriage.
Knock that high school locker room grin off your face or I'll knock it off for you.
Another problem Cybill says she ran into was dealing with comments on the set about the time it took to do her hair.
The producers kept saying, like, you've got to do it fast, you've got to do it fast, and there was all this pressure on me because women have to aspire on camera to an impossible ideal. I mean, Bruce Willis's makeup and hair took a total of 15 minutes.
Moonlighting also began setting fashion trends, and Cybill carried her own sense of style out in public as well, once even wearing a pair of orange sneakers to the 1985 Emmys.
People always tell me, you know, you have to wear these high heels to be sexy, and I've told people, listen, I don't need high heels to be sexy.
Cybill Shepherd. E.T. was with Cybill in 1988 as she received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and she told us about her desire for public acceptance.
I think you're in the wrong business if you don't really want the spotlight and you're doing this and you're acting for a living.
After Moonlighting went off the air in 1989, Cybill, who was a spokeswoman for L'Oreal, appeared in some more film roles. But Shepard, who at one time was romantically linked to Elvis and had already recorded 2 albums, was ready to hit the stage singing. And in 1996, E.T. was there for her performance.
That's life. That's what people say.
The year prior to that, Shepard returned to television in the self-titled show, Cybill.
Cybill, come, sit down, now. Nails, Marianne, nails.
Cybill lasted for 3 seasons, and the last episode even included a guest appearance by her daughter from an earlier marriage, Clementine.
When you gave me this production assistant job, you didn't tell me people were going to make me do stuff.
And as I say again, thank you, thanks to my fans, thanks to everybody.
And though much of what is remembered about Moonlighting is the tension, Cybill would not trade the experience for anything.
The show holds up wonderfully. It was brilliantly written. So whatever happened, it was all worth it, I think.
Cybill's pregnancy was just the first in a series of complications on the set. And coming up on E.T., how feuds between the cast and crew led to Moonlighting's demise.
It became an impossible situation.
The fights that brought production to a halt and the day Cybill snapped.
One time I got so mad I threw a chair at a wall.
Bruce Willis and the tabloid reports that made him speak out.
The tabloids who wrote all those in-depth exposés of my private life were never invited into my home.
Elise Beasley's fight for her life. Ms. DePesto remembers the day she told her son she had cancer.
He said, "Are you going to die, Mom?"
That's coming up.
Entertainment Tonight. Inside the divorce papers of Hollywood's biggest celebrity breakups in the Entertainment Tonight cover story.
They have businesses, investments, money is all over the place.
How Lisa Marie and Michael split their multi-million-dollar fortunes. Sean and Madonna's non-harassment agreement, and who got the Malibu mansion. Liz and Larry, Kevin and Cindy, and which sitcom star slapped a restraining order on her ex-husband.
So, how do you feel?
One of these pageant contestants will walk away a winner, not with a crown, but with a multi-million-dollar husband. We have the preview. Michael Jordan to the max. A preview of the basketball legend's new movie. That's Monday.
Welcome back to Entertainment Tonight's Moonlighting Exposed.
Elise Beasley charmed audiences as the Blue Moon Detective Agency's rhyming receptionist, Ms. DePesto.
Now, more than 10 years after the series left the air, those fans are rallying in support of the actress as she wages a brave battle with cancer.
When I first found out, I was just terrified. I mean, just sheer terror, because it's such a scary thing.
As E.T. first broke the news 2 weeks ago, Elise Beasley is a woman who counts each and every day a blessing.
You dropped it, we'll spot it. He cheats, we'll peek. Little one gone, we'll find him before dawn. No
it was her
dropping,
portrayal as the daffy couplet-quoting Agnes DePesto that put Elise on the map. She even won an Emmy nomination for the role in 1987. That same year, with then-husband actor Vincent Schiavelli, Elise had a son, Andre, and spent the better part of the next 12 years raising him as a single mother. But 2 years ago, her world was turned upside down.
I kind of noticed that a bump I had had in my breast seemed a little bit bigger, and it was something that had been mammogrammed and sonogrammed, and I was sent home saying, this is not the kind of bump that's dangerous.
Elise went in for a biopsy.
2 days later, I found out that I had breast cancer. I had stage 2 breast cancer. It had already spread, and nobody had recognized it before, which is, I don't blame the doctors. It's not their fault. I mean, it's the practice of medicine, and it's a human science.
Elise got the diagnosis just 2 weeks after she had been cast in Stuart Little. She told no one.
I chose at the time, and even to this day, this is kind of the beginning of speaking about it, not to tell anybody what was going on. But a week before the movie started, I went in for surgery. And I had a lumpectomy and had the area removed underneath my arm because the cancer had spread to there. And then I did Stuart Little and enjoyed every damn minute of it. And it just saved my life. It just saved my life to have the work to focus on.
She also had 10-year-old Andre to focus on and how he'd react.
And he said, "Are you going to die, Mom?" And I said, "Probably not." He kind of looked shocked that I said, "Probably not." And I said, "You know what, Andre, I'm not going to tell you. I'm absolutely not going to, because I don't want to lie to you, and I don't want you to feel like I betrayed you or lied to you at all, ever. So I'm going to do everything I can not to die."
Over the next 18 months, Elise would undergo round after round of high-dose chemotherapy.
They give you high-dose chemotherapy for 4 days straight, 24 hours a day, and it's as much as you can stand, without really, killing you. And it just knocks out your entire immune system. But that's not the aim, but that's what happens. It was very hard. I lost a lot of weight. All the things that happen to you when you go on high-dose chemotherapy.
Weeks of radiation treatment then followed.
I'm sorry, class. Now about this toad that isn't a toad.
During this time, she continued to do voiceover work for the animated series Disney's Recess. She swore her colleagues to secrecy once she could no longer hide her condition.
When they saw me show up with no eyebrows and no eyelashes and always having a hat on, they were going to know something was up, so I confided in them. And so I kept working the whole time that I was on chemotherapy because I was strong enough to go and work, and I would go to my appointments and my auditions, and my husband helped me. My husband, saved my life too and helped me.
Today, 6 months after her final treatment, Elise remains cancer-free, and she and her husband of 1 year, Jim, are looking toward the future, but are mindful of the past.
Even though treatments can be very difficult, it's not what you imagine it would be. It's not like the old movies or the old, novels or whatever, where you just imagine being by yourself, writhing on a floor, nauseated and without any help. There's so much medicine and so many better treatments that make all of it more bearable. And it's a frightening thing for anybody, but it's much more bearable than it used to be. You don't have to die from breast cancer. Please, please don't be afraid to be diagnosed and to go through treatment, because it'll just save your life, and I consider that worth anything.
Following our story, hundreds of viewers felt compelled to reach out to Elise through ET Online. Their comments spoke volumes.
I am 42 and was diagnosed with stage 2 BC in May of '97. I also had a lumpectomy and lymph nodes removed, did chemo and radiation. I also have a daughter that is 11 now. I was also misdiagnosed. Your words of encouragement were so good to hear. There is life after breast cancer. Hi, I'm 11 years old and my mom has breast cancer and I'm really scared. All I want to say is, don't think that you're going to die, please. You won't. Thanks, Mary B. I can imagine how scared this little girl, is, and she also seems really brave. And I just sent her all my best wishes and the best wishes to her mom.
One email came from a man whose wife waited months to get a mammogram after discovering a lump. When she did, it was too late.
She underwent chemo, removal of the breast and lymph nodes under her arm, and later high-dose chemo to try to beat it. It didn't work. Your message that even a small lump should be looked at is so true. Please don't lose your smile. My wife, Bobby, did. I'd like to give you a hug for sharing and try to add my strength to yours. And let your husband add his when you need it. Your message is more important than you know. I just want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart and wish them good health and the courage and the strength and the presence of mind to just do what they need to do to take good care of themselves and their families.
Elise is truly touched by your words of encouragement, so if you would like to send her a message, just click onto our ET website and we'll make sure she gets it.
Coming up on Entertainment Tonight's Moonlighting Exposed.
Why Bruce Willis threw a week-long party for a co-star and invited E.T. to help him celebrate. Never-before-seen home movies from the last episode and the cast's moody final days. Bruce and Cybill's sexual chemistry made them famous, but was there jealousy off the set?
It's very difficult when your co-star wins the Emmy and you don't.
That's next.
Hair colored this great? After 33 days? No kidding. No touch-ups. It's new Superior Preference from L'Oreal. The color I love just got better. Only Superior Preference has continual color and conditioning, so my color won't fade out. And the breakthrough? Weekly conditioning treatments right in the box. For soft, shiny, superior color. From the day I color to the day I color. 33 days and counting. New Superior Preference from L'Oreal Paris. Because I'm worth it.
Rediscover the skin nature intended you to have with Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Made with oatmeal, which holds moisture naturally, Aveeno lasts for 24 hours. Aveeno. Discover nature's secret for healthy skin.
Is it possible for a car to speak to a higher intelligence?
I'm hungry. Whoa. How'd you make lemon chicken?
With Pam.
She got a sister?
All natural lemon flavored Pam.
Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. We're rolling back prices all over the place. So put on a happy face.
At Walmart, we're always rolling back prices because we know how much you like to save. Walmart, always low prices, always.
I'm gonna go to the play place.
Dreaming of a Disney cruise vacation? Then hurry to McDonald's and try the extraordinarily tasty Big Extra sandwich. The Big Extra is McDonald's newest, biggest burger. Or try one of your other favorites, and you could win an unforgettable Disney cruise vacation. There are still hundreds and hundreds to win. Who gives you the chance to win the vacation of your dreams? Did somebody say McDonald's?
That was some slide.
Welcome back to Entertainment Tonight's Moonlighting Exposed.
Hailed for their groundbreaking work from season 1, the cast and crew were known more for breaking props on the set during Moonlighting's final days as the behind-the-scenes battles thrust the series into the headlines.
There was a point where I think Bruce and I just hated each other.
Things were so horrible, and no one was speaking to anyone.
He did make me angry. We would have enormous fights.
There was so much tension for so long on Moonlighting, you didn't know how long it could go on.
Whatever I did, Bruce Willis did at least as bad. The only difference is I get blamed.
Whoa! The sparring on screen, like this fight in the DVD version of the pilot, was nothing compared to what went on behind the scenes. Tabloids screamed that Bruce and Cybill were constantly fighting.
We really can't wait until we can get into a fight again, you know? I mean, this...
At the 1987 Golden Globe Awards, Bruce and Cybill played down the fights, though Cybill admitted it did happen.
We have a very volatile relationship. There is a hate-love element to it, and there are times I find that when we have the biggest fights or when we have to fight in the scene, it took me about 8 months to realize, we would have a fight whenever we were supposed to be fighting in the scene. I went, oh, that's why.
Bruce had a different reaction when Mary Hart interviewed him the following year.
How are you and Cybill getting along on the set after all of the rumors of strife over a year ago, mind you, I realize.
Yeah, we're getting along famously. She actually gives me a lot of advice about babies.
That's how you throw a real punch.
But Cybill admitted to Mark Steinis just last week that there was strife on the set.
Very early on, it seemed to get divided into the Bruce supporters and the Cybill supporters, and I have to confess that it's very difficult when your co-star wins the Emmy and you don't. I mean, and I'll never forget when I went to the Emmy Awards show that Bruce was nominated and I wasn't. And I'm thinking to myself, as long as he doesn't win, I'll survive as long as he doesn't win. You know, is that not a generous, like, team player, right?
She says Bruce would deliberately goad her.
He didn't like my hair, for instance, in Moonlighting.
And he told you?
He was constantly telling me, you know, you got to change your hairstyle. And finally, I don't know how to deal with my anger at that point in my life, and I just finally go, well, at least I have some hair. Finally, I bought a punching bag and had it hung on the set because I figured we should punch that instead of each other. We never physically punched each other.
The more Bruce became popular, the more the tensions became exacerbated.
This is me going.
Good.
Bruce's fame skyrocketed even more after Die Hard came out, and he lost a lot of interest in Moonlighting.
They wanted us to keep making shows, and they wanted us to keep being those guys and cracking those jokes, and we started to repeat ourselves, and I got bored with it.
It became an impossible situation. Nobody knew whether he was going to be there or she was going to be there.
Guess I can be one scary bitch when I wanna.
The most famous battle on the set was between Cybill and creator Glenn Gordon Caron.
One time I got so mad I threw a chair at a wall on the stage, and that was interpreted in the tabloids that I'd thrown the chair at Glenn Caron. And it was like, you know, like if I had meant to hit Glenn Caron with a chair, I would have hit him with a chair. We had an incident where he was really verbally abusive to me, and it was not the first incident. And I wrote a letter after that happened to him saying how much I would like to take responsibility, whatever part I was playing in the delays or the difficulty in the show, but that he must never repeat that. Then there was a memo sent to Bruce Willis and I from ABC outlining bathroom breaks are to be no longer than 5 minutes. You, as actors, will report to the set knowing your lines. We will try everything we can to get the script to you within 24 hours. And there was a whole series of things. And then plus, if any of this continues to happen, you'll be fiscally responsible. This was sent to Bruce and I. You know, my lawyer responded that, you know, it was insulting. It was more like what you would get in reform school or something.
There were moments when he was unhappy. There were moments when I was unhappy. The unhappiness wasn't exclusively Cybill's. I think there's also fear. You know, you realize that this thing is going on and you've captured the country's attention and you think, oh my goodness, am I going to disappoint them? Am I going to let them down? I think that's part of it too.
Jay Daniel was witness to Caron's frustrations.
Did he ever lose his temper? Once or twice, maybe. Was it ever abusive? Never.
Our future? There is no our future.
The final year, creator Caron departed the show.
One of us had to leave, so he left.
Jay Daniel took over the show, but the stars were not happy, especially Bruce, who considered Caron a good friend.
He was so out of it by the end. He was gone already.
Bruce knew he was a movie star in the making, and his foot was, you know, halfway out the door, still carrying on and doing wonderful work, but you knew that in his heart of hearts, he wanted to be a movie star. Cybill wanted to be a mother.
But looking back now, years later, Cybill says she's proud of the work they all did together.
If I hadn't gotten paid for Moonlighting, if I had done it if I had to pay somebody to do Moonlighting, I would have been lucky. That's true for both Bruce and I. And on some level, in a certain way, at a certain time, it was the best parts for both of our careers, regardless of what we might do in that way.
As if the arguments didn't slow the actors down enough, production on the set once fell so far behind schedule that filming stopped because key pages of the script were still being written.
Coming up on Entertainment Tonight's Moonlighting Exposed.
Bruce on the set of Die Hard 2 and his revealing interview about fatherhood.
I don't know what I was doing all those other years I didn't have kids.
Never before seen footage from the set of the final episode.
There's a lot of people that I love here.
What Cybill said in these home movies, and her rude awakening when the show went off the air.
Suddenly, people don't want to talk to you as much.
That's coming up. Welcome back to Entertainment Tonight's Moonlighting Exposed.
As the cast continued to battle behind the scenes, morale on the Moonlighting set sank to an all-time low. Sensing his primetime peers needed a boost, Bruce Willis hatched a scheme to restore the crew's once lighthearted mood.
What a day for Hollywood, what a day for America!
A week like this really confirms that the spirit of Hollywood is not gone. It still lives on.
With tongue firmly planted in cheek, Willis decided to distract the Moonlighting team by creating a week-long tribute to co-star Curtis Armstrong, who is one of the few people still on good terms with everyone in the cast and crew.
He came in Monday morning and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, it's Curtis Armstrong week," which meant nothing except the fact that everybody was having a good time for a change.
It's Curtis Armstrong week.
The phony festival culminated in a parade across the lot at 20th Century Fox, and Willis and Cybill Shepherd put aside their differences long enough to help their co-workers let off a little steam.
Curtis Armstrong week has really generated just a new rebirth for the show and for everybody who works on it.
It's your day, it's your week. What do you got to say to America out there? And I very much appreciate this. This is a beautiful, wonderful president.
E.T. was even invited to the set to cover the big event, and Bruce never let on that it was all a ruse.
A lot of big stars, a lot of big names have called. Ron and Nancy sent, telegrams. President-elect George Bush sent along a note. I really didn't know how, connected, he was with the Republicans, but I guess he's got a pretty strong following there in the White House.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hold it a minute. Stop the parade, hold it. Bring the one-man band back down here. Get him down here.
We were trying to get him a star up on Hollywood Boulevard, and that really didn't work out, so he's going to go down a little later and put his hands in some wet cement in front of Marie Callender's over on Wilshire Boulevard.
I want to present the scepter of celluloid to the next big Academy Award winner someday.
I had a clue that something was going to happen, but I was not expecting anything like this. I'm completely stunned.
It was 3 hours before the crew begrudgingly went back to work, but Bruce was convinced it was time well spent.
Curtis Armstrong Week has been a big success and has really, I think, kind of brought us back together here from Moonlighting.
Despite Bruce's efforts, ABC finally pulled the plug on Moonlighting in 1989 after audiences abandoned the series, which was then the 7th lowest rated show in prime time. Now E.T. has the never-before-seen home video shot on the set of the final episode that reveals some members of the cast were actually anxious to say goodbye.
What the end of Moonlighting means to you?
It's kind of like getting out of San Quentin.
It had been so tense, and everybody seemed so unhappy to be there. It was a relief.
With the curtain finally coming down on Moonlighting, it was obvious that Cybill and Bruce were the ones most ready to call it quits.
Ladies and gentlemen, to all of you who've worked so hard over the last 4 years, may I say from the bottom of my heart.
It's not that I'm not going to miss Bruce. Who knows? We may work together again in another life.
As these rare home videos show, behind the scenes on that final day, it was party time. A pool scene ended with several crew members getting a good dunking.
It was fun. I mean, it was fun getting dunked in a pool in a full wedding dress. I mean, we were trying to have fun with it, even though, people had mixed feelings about the series ending.
What the end of Moonlighting means is that I could get my
myself to a place that I can remember that there's a lot of people that I love here.
In fact, most of the cast and crew were very sad about the show's demise.
But I'm gonna miss everybody.
For his part, Curtis Armstrong could hardly express himself.
I would like to be very amusing in everything that I can be.
I was very sad to see it go. In the days of glory, you would like to have kept that, but you can't.
Bruce, is how late?
Producer Jay Daniel took a humorous moment to reenact a typical day at the office.
Well, is Cybill still nursing? I miss it to this day. Although if someone came to me tomorrow and said, let's do it again, I'd probably say, no way.
At one point, Cybill had a pretty prophetic thought.
I'll probably look back on this with a lot of sentimentality and everything, you know, after I've been out of work for a while. When it was over, it was a real awakening for me. I mean, it was quite a shock, because suddenly people don't want to talk to you as much. Yeah. Well, maybe, you know, they didn't to me anyway, so it was like kind of starting all over again.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
When Moonlighting's final episode aired on May 14th, 1989, it went out with a ratings whimper. Just over 8 million people tuned in. A far cry from the 35 million who watched every week during the show's most successful season.
Next on Entertainment Tonight's Moonlighting Exposed.
Bruce Willis's private side, his children, his marriage to Demi Moore.
I didn't think he was a good kisser until really he was involved with Demi.
And the day he sat down with Mary Hart to set the record straight about tabloid rumors.
Everything's written about that there were wild, drunken orgies in my house.
That's next.
Which actor turned down the Will Smith role in the 1995 comedy Bad Boys? Was it Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, or Arsenio Hall? The answer's coming up in the Entertainment Tonight birthdays.
Closed captioning provided by...
Come to Good Neighbor Pharmacy for all your healthcare needs. Stock up on the 175-count box of Kleenex tissues, now an incredible 89 cents each.
Let's be honest. There's really no such thing as a gracious winner. You might say things like nice game or shake your opponent's hand. But no matter how humble you are on the outside, deep down on the inside, you're saying, I'm better than you are. The Mitsubishi Galant, ranked the #1 family sedan under 20 grand by Car and Driver. Better than Accord or Camry. Boy, we just love saying that.
You lingered over the coffee pot. Now you can't eclipse it. A spicy lunch and your breath is hot. Now you can't eclipse it.
Discover new Eclipse Gum from Wrigley. Each piece delivers a powerful burst of fresheners that quickly eliminate the strongest mouth odors.
Say goodbye to all of that. Erase bad breath in seconds flat. Now you can eclipse it, yeah. Now you can eclipse it.
It's new Eclipse Sugar-Free Gum from Wrigley.
This is the third time we've gone down the street.
Yeah, but now we're heading north.
Right, but we're trying to go south.
It's pretty amazing what guys will do for the touchable beauty of finesse hair.
I think I'm lost.
Finesse. A girl could get used to this.
Apparently these things tell you where to go.
I'm gonna go to the play place.
Dreaming of a Disney cruise vacation? Then hurry to McDonald's and try the extraordinarily tasty Big Extra sandwich. The Big Extra is McDonald's newest, biggest burger. Or try one of your other favorites, and you could win an unforgettable Disney cruise vacation. There are still hundreds and hundreds to win. Who gives you the chance to win the vacation of your dreams? Did somebody say McDonald's?
That was some slide.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much.
Now there's hundreds of Hallmark cards for just 99 cents. You'll find them at your Hallmark Gold Crown store and in the Hallmark aisle of stores everywhere.
Celebrating an E.T. style star birthday on Saturday, Christina Ricci is 20. Which actor turned down the Will Smith role in the 1995 comedy Bad Boys? It was Arsenio Hall, who turns 44. And Joe Don Baker is 64.
Blowing out the candles on Sunday, Jerry Springer is 56, Stockard Channing turns 56, George Cybill is 66, and Kim Novak celebrates 67.
You're watching Entertainment Tonight's Moonlighting Exposed.
Moonlighting turned Bruce Willis into an overnight star and led to a big screen career that made him one of Hollywood's highest paid actors. But Bruce quickly learned that fame and fortune come with a price. Maybe it was his smirk or his seemingly instant success or his reputation as a party animal, but Bruce Willis became a favorite target of the tabloids. When Bruce sat down with Mary Hart in 1988, he was anxious to set the record straight about all the outrageous scandal sheet reports that seemed to crop up from the minute Moonlighting hit the air.
You know, the truth is, all those papers and the tabloids who wrote all those in-depth exposés of my private life were never invited into my home, were never in my home. There were things written about that there were wild, drunken orgies in my house. It never happened.
The interview took place 3.5 years after his arrival in Hollywood, and despite the bad press, Bruce was clearly on top of the world.
It's like the American dream or something. It's really, it's just amazing. I mean, I am the most surprised by it of anyone. It's just, I feel great. I feel like that everything is happening just the way it's supposed to.
Maddie, if I asked you to do something for me, would you do it without asking why?
Why?
Withdraw the question.
Let's just get out of the car. I don't regret anything that I've done at all. One thing, this guy stole $100 from me from my college money when I was in college. He stole my financial aid check, and I regret not kicking his ass. That's the only thing that I regret, actually.
And now you don't need to anyway.
No, and he knows who he is. If he watches this, he knows who he is.
He'd spent 8 years in New York honing his craft in live theater and bit parts in TV and movies. He was making ends meet bartending and waiting tables. Then came Moonlighting, the role that changed his life.
And now I don't want you to look, but there is a dead man in the back seat.
How do you know he's dead?
It's either that or the man wears an obscene amount of blue rouge.
Moonlighting turned Bruce into one of the industry's hottest properties, and he was ready to enjoy the perks of his newfound fame.
When all this first happened to me, when all this success first happened to me, it's like being 16 years old and having a car and being in high school, you know, and having everything you want.
Bruce appeared to get what he really wanted when the 32-year-old bachelor became a married man, tying the knot with Demi Moore after a whirlwind 3-month courtship. One person who immediately saw the difference Demi had made in Bruce's life was his Moonlighting co-star.
I didn't think he was a good kisser until really he was involved with Demi.
By 1989, Bruce wasn't just a TV phenomenon. Die Hard had earned him movie star status as well.
I spend most of my time now with my family and with a small group of, you know, friends who really treat me like a regular guy, like a you know, normal guy.
But the media scrutiny intensified, much to Bruce's chagrin.
I don't care for it. I don't care to be in the spotlight. I enjoy being an actor, and I enjoy having my work appreciated and understood, but I just don't give a damn about being a celebrity. I just don't care about it.
But Bruce's celebrity status served him well when he, Demi, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Sylvester Stallone helped launch Planet Hollywood. Though the eatery chain has fallen on financial hard times and Bruce has loosened his ties, he'll always have the memories of many franchise openings around the world, where he often indulged his passion for singing.
And now I'm slipping in the danger zone. She said, help me with my homework. I'm all alone.
This plastic snow is very delicate.
In 1990, we joined Bruce on the set for the sequel to his mega hit Die Hard.
I think the challenge in this film really is to see if we can make a better movie. I mean, we made a pretty good movie the first time, and it is challenging to see if you can, you know, if you can top yourself.
But as Bruce told us in 1997, the role that is closest to his heart is father to his 3 daughters.
I'm really blessed to have those little girls. I don't know what I was doing all those other years I didn't have kids. I really I just don't want to be away from them. I don't want to go to South America and go be away halfway around the world. It was hard for me being in London away from them, being 6,000 miles away. It's just get homesick, you know, and I miss them. I miss being around them.
Cybill believes family life mellowed Bruce, allowing them to finally end their long simmering feud about 3 years ago.
We had this wonderful conversation where we didn't really apologize to each other, but essentially just, I think he had experienced fame on a level, and now he was having a family, and now he was trying to just be a dad and survive, have his kids not be affected too much by the fame.
But Bruce could not spare his daughters the pain from the breakup of his marriage. The couple announced their separation in June of 1998. And though he has never discussed the relationship publicly, parallels between his situation and that of his character in the 1999 film The Story of Us could not easily be ignored.
I know that not all relationships work out like this, but one of the cool things that I think the writers included in this story is how important it is to pay attention to what's going on for the kids and to make the children the most important thing, because the adults will move on with their lives and get on with their lives, but it's really, I think, about taking care of your children.
Bruce's experiences as a father may help him prepare for an upcoming role. He is slated to star as a 40-year-old who gets the chance to spend time with himself as a 10-year-old in a new movie from Disney. We'll be right back.
You can forget about worms and lures. Your California fighting fish loves his native cheese, and that is a fact. Well, I caught this beauty here on a nice California cheddar. Yeah. This one took Monterey Jack. That big monster there, he hit a ball of mozzarella. Wham! Like to tear the rod right out of my hands. Eat 'em. This one gobbled up some Gouda. Now that one over there.
Wisconsin stuff?
Bingo.
If it's the cheese, it's real California cheese.
Frogs do not have the active response system, and it shows. Only the Oldsmobile Alero has the active response system. 16 features working together to help connect you to the road. Right now, get 0% financing on the 2000 Alero or $500 customer cash. Alero with the active response system. Frog without the active response system. Alero by Oldsmobile.
Hello?
Put nacho cheese sauce on the chalupa.
What?
Put nacho cheese sauce on the chalupa, or else.
Or else what?
I'll have to call you back.
Introducing the new Nacho Cheese Chalupa. We took everything that was great about the chalupa and added warm, zesty nacho cheese sauce. How do we come up with this stuff? And at just 99 cents, you'll love it or your money back. Grande taste, loco value. Only at Taco Bell.
I just gotta know. I can't not know.
I just have to click over.
Who is it? Who is it?
Beep, click. It's a Pavlovian thing.
It's my ex-friend, Jennifer.
It's Uncle Bob with a weather update from D.C.
She talks my ear off. She's dumb.
Hey, Dave.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yabbity, yabbity, yabbity.
I can't help myself. I get nailed every time.
You won't get ambushed. Another reason to get call waiting ID. Know who's calling before you click over.
Pacific Bell. The phone is, once again, your friend.
Call now about our call waiting ID offer.
Foster Farms, here we go.
Stay cool.
Hi, officer.
Identification, please.
We're just heading back home, back to Foster Farms.
We're not from out of state or anything.
Foster Farms chickens are never frozen. This looks like freezer burn to me.
No.
That was a curling iron accident.
Mind stepping out of the car, please?
Foster Farms, always natural, always fresh.
We're fugitives!
It's not a good idea to wait too long for a plumber. Take care of it quicker with Mr. Rooter.
What do we got?
Straight line.
Give me 300 now. Clear.
There's a better way to toast a sub. Quiznos, oven-baked classics.
See the world through the eyes of everybody's favorite 3-year-old, Elmo.
Elmo's very happy to see you.
Enjoy Elmo's World, available for the first time on video. Take home Elmo's World today.
Monday on Entertainment Tonight. In Inside the divorce papers of Hollywood's biggest celebrity breakups in the Entertainment Tonight cover story.
They have businesses, investments, money is all over the place.
How Lisa Marie and Michael split their multi-million-dollar fortunes. Sean and Madonna's non-harassment agreement and who got the Malibu mansion. Liz and Larry, Kevin and Cindy, and which sitcom star slapped a restraining order on her ex-husband.
So, how do you feel?
One of these pageant contestants will walk away a winner, not with a crown, but with a multi-million-dollar husband. We have the preview. Michael Jordan to the max. A preview of the basketball legend's new movie. That's Monday.
Moonlighting also spawned a hit in the music world. Al Jarreau's theme song was nominated for a Grammy in 1987 and spent 13 weeks on the Billboard charts.
But that's all for us tonight. We leave you with a preview of next weekend's show, LA Law, Secrets of the Firm. Good night, everybody.
So long.
I loved being on it. It was, I mean, honestly, getting paid to do that show that was a bonus because it was so much fun.
Once I was walking down Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, and these two drunk college guys were patrolling either side of the street, looking for a celebrity. I didn't know this at the time, but suddenly one guy grabs my hand and holds it up and says, "I got one."
It was like the first weekend after shooting. We all said, we've got to get to know each other. And we had this margarita party where the blender just didn't stop for 5 hours. And I'm talking fall down, drunk.
Jimmy Smits, he walked in the door. You know, there's something you say to yourself, oh God, I hope this guy's good, because that's the guy.
There's much more of an understanding of the ratings. When I did The Partridge Family, I didn't have this, oh, we're #1. Of what?
From the day we started until the day I left after 5 years, there was never one moment of discord among the cast.
Learn how to pick up women, you gotta watch The Dating Game. Hey, see, that's true. There's nothing in life game shows can't help you out with. Now, I got some clips just for you guys. Oh, I can't hold back the excitement any longer. Open up the vault. Let's go, let's run them. There were many famous rivalries in the 70s. Ali versus Frazier. Bobby Riggs versus Billie Jean King. Joni versus Chachi. Oh, but there was only one that really mattered, and it was fought every day. Brett versus Charles. I was right. I was right.
Do I have a hair in my eye because my whole thing is all falling apart?
Be careful, she could unravel.
Don't look now. She's waiting.
No, I noticed. You know, the Vogue look is sweeping the country.
That's right.
She plays an aging model in trouble.
A fly in the room, an insect of some kind.
Somebody's smoking, thinking I was just trying to get the smoke out.
Oh, I see.
I'm surrounded by them.
Are you smoking your pen there? No.
Oh, no.
All right,
is there any clues as to who it is?
This kind of parties anymore now that I'm a cowboy.
Right.
We just drink a lot and beat up sissies.
My back still hurts, too.
If he tries to touch you again, you let me know. I'll protect you.
Need a light in that parking lot.
Right.
Show how a sick woman pours club soda. With the cap on. Just look at that so they let the nation see what I'm living with. So if something happens to you, maybe someone could be near to take over the show.
Good luck. Too bad there's no one around qualified to take over in case I do, you know.
I've got the clothes, God knows that.
Yes, you sure do have the wardrobe. The ties and the jacket.
Nothing's gonna happen to you. I would never take over a part that badly acted.
Yes, sir. Congratulations. Very good. Now. That's another. Get out.
He went to the wrong person.
I saw that.
He went to the wrong person.
Eat your heart out, Juliet Prowse.
Thank you very much, sir.
You know what time the 3 o'clock bus is?
Isn't he a vision today? He's never looked trashier, and he just went right down there and let all of America see him.
You couldn't get there's only...
Now, children, you must stop this or you're going to your rooms separately.
Let's come over me.
The doctor said it would happen since the war. I'm taking the pills.
Come on,
I was all right till I saw that uniform.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. The next.
All right, let's see if we got a jockstrap up there. May we see the $100 response? Jacques Cousteau.
That's ridiculous.
Never talk about our answers again. Oh, you're not nervous there. You know what will calm your nerves? If you get a lot of oxygen in your bloodstream, just take a couple deep breaths. That's all. Breathe deeply now. Do it in rhythm now. Breathe, breathe. When I tell you to breathe, I want you to breathe.
Don't make her cry.
You picked a great time.
I am so excited.
Oh, well, me too. This is great.
Is this great?
Is this great or what?
This is great.
And all this money, there's $25,000 here for you.
I know.
Oh, no, that's a million, I guess.
Sorry. My relatives came over from Ireland in a sailboat. I don't know.
Hey, don't touch that dial. Vault guys will be right back.
They call him Flipper, Flipper. He lives in a world full of
These days, you can be sued just for looking at your boss or your secretary the wrong way. Oh, things were a whole lot different in the 1970s. Forget about sexual harassment. This guy, watch him. He was actually making out with his secretary, sitting next to his wife, and he was doing it all on national television.
Maria told us that the best thing that he did was kiss.
How do you know?
Well, at 17 years, there's lots of kissing going around.
What kind of kissing?
Watch now, Julie. He kissed her on the neck. She said nothing about falling and accidental
Let me
brushing.
tell you what they say, and that's what, not he's taught to, but that's what I want him to do. They said, give your ear to all, your hand to friend, and lips and whoopee to your wife.
Right.
I don't know what he's doing with her.
I agree with
lips
you
and
100%, Dina.
You do.
But we better watch him.
He's going to be watched, honey,
Split
from now
pants
on.
and a kiss on the neck, I'll tell you.
Okay, nobody wins with more raw, real emotion than the kids. Check out these kids as they hit Joker jackpots. Joker! Joker! Wait.
Come on, Jokers!
Joker, Joker, Joker! Joker, Joker, Joker!
75, 100, you did it!
I'm the man with the money. I'm the guy you should hug first of all. 200, 3, 4, 5, 6,
$1,000.
8,
9,
1,000.
You're gonna win some sort of an award you for that are. one. You are. Okay, here we go. There was actually a time on television, if you can believe it or not, when gay was a 4-letter word. Seems like game shows had as many words for a particular sexual lifestyle as Eskimos did for snow.
Gentle Bernice the bear said, me live with gentle Ben many years. Me have no little bears. You know why? Because Ben blank.
Gay?
Ben Gay! Ben Gay!
They don't do that
Come
in
on.
Idaho. No
her.
guy with a sissified child like that's gonna do anything to me.
That's what Bob is saying.
So far, we've got 2 queers.
I explained that totally.
I've never been so shocked in all my life.
Right?
Now, at this moment, police commissioner said, I think Batman and Robin are...
Queer.
They were divine.
Divine.
Didn't you know the moment I got my Robin outfit, a rumor like that would start?
Oh, how I wish I host Price is Right.
The expression sexual confusion comes to mind somehow.
What kind of a guy do you think I am?
Said queer.
Gay.
Quite contrary.
Mary.
I like that color, too.
Do you like this color? Yeah, I like it too. It's kind of smart with the burgundy jacket, don't you
Very
think?
sharp, actually.
Yes.
What are you doing after the show?
You got good legs?
I got great legs.
Come out here, let me see your legs.
Oh, man, I'm ready.
I love it when you're angry. You lost your crown, Queenie.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
The Dolphin Twins were a great act, but they never got famous because they only worked for scale.
But their net profits were high.
And they never went fishing for compliments.
So whatever you do, don't tuna them out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Dolphin Brothers. Do it, boys.